I love painting birds, and I'm not sure why I haven't done a spoken video of painting one yet. So I have a little raven here, and I'm going to start by painting the eye with cobalt teal. But the raven itself I will make with just two colors. Rather than using a black or a gray, I'm going to use two colors that are somewhat complementary, and they are indanthrene blue and perylene scarlet. Now normally we think that blue and red make purple, but you really need a cool red to make a nice purple. So by a cool red I mean a pinkish red, like magenta, which is the real primary red for mixing. If you use a red that, like perylene scarlet, has a lot of yellow in it, you get a much more neutralized color, sometimes something that you would recognize as gray or black. Here we have something kind of in between. It's still kind of purplish. This is so small that the eye is almost dry already. So I'm mixing these two colors, perylene scarlet and indanthrene blue, the former by Daniel Smith, the latter by Winsor and Newton. And with them, I'm creating this little raven of sorts. I'm not sure it's a real raven. I'm not a naturalist, so I use generic words for birds. I love painting birds. I think it's very relaxing. I think their shape is very pleasing to the eye and to the brush. So these are the colors I use. This is indanthrene blue, and this is perylene scarlet. And I'll come back for at least one more layer. I want to keep this fairly simple, so I'm not going to do a lot of different layers. A little bit more of this cobalt teal that I used for the eye, and going back to that mix, which is a purplish grayish mix of indanthrene blue and perylene scarlet. I'm going to give a little bit of definition to the beak and to the head. So I go back and forth between getting pigment and getting some clear water to give some variation. So more water, less dark, less water, more dark. That's the rule of watercolor. And when I leave a little bit of of the previous layer showing without any new color, I give a sense a little bit of where things turn. So here, for example, I want the tail to be separate, so I'm leaving this little bit. And I think I'm going to leave it at this, just a quick bird with just two colors and a tiny bit amount of a third.